record. I need to record. Okay, so I forgot. I was not looking at the freaking TikTok. Okay, so you talking about some the job market is broken. The unemployment epidemic. Let's think about it. Everyone's being a influencer. Everyone wants to be a YouTuber. Everyone wants to do OnlyFans. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't want to get a job either unless it's a job that I genuinely like or want.
And before you call me a broke ass nigga, I have and before you call me a broke ass nigga, I have a job. Actually, not very long ago, I had 2 jobs. However, the
You work at
experience of
Domino's?
sending applications and doing the entire job search process from front to back is something I wouldn't wish on anybody. Like honestly, the best way now to get a good job is to know somebody who knows somebody, and that person knows somebody who's getting bottomed by Jeff Bezos. The unemployment
Sorry,
rate
is that
at a
you?
low point similar to
Hi, Zari. Hi. You want to hear about the no job epidemic?
pre-COVID levels at 3.5%, lower than the 2008 election year at 5%, and lower than the peak in April of 2020 at 14.8%. So with the current rate of 4%, why does it seem like nobody can secure a job? There are exuberant requirements for entry-level positions. Yes, there's a disconnect between candidate and company. They expect you to have 8 to 10 years of experience at an entry-level position. Like, why in any multiverse do I need 20 years of experience at age 5 to get a job?
I'm not gonna lie. I heard terrible things about trying to get a job, right? Like I heard that it's very hard to get a job. That doesn't mean you quit though. That doesn't mean you just go ahead and quit. All right, you still got to go find a job because money. Me on the other hand, okay, you have 2 options: either focus on schoolwork or get a job, right? Depending on your position. All right, you can sit there, right, jobless in your mom's house, not doing anything productive, not grinding, or you can work in a fast food place. Maybe, just maybe.
Serving a burger that costs less to produce than I get paid per hour. Have companies considered actually training candidates instead of expecting them to have 50 years of experience at 3 years old? Half the time the experience is literally unobtainium, and especially for an entry-level job that more than likely is paying less than $20 an hour. Like, bro, 5 years of experience on a coding language that's been out for 18 months does not pass the common sense test. My doctor should have experience. You want $200,000 a year? That's why they slept 8 hours a week and went to school for 10. Same thing if my lawyer told me they got their degree from a Happy Meal. But imagine getting a master's in law and the law firm tells you, yeah, we know you have 6 years of school and practical training, but we actually need 4 more years before we hire you to just be a secretary at our firm. Also, we need 10 more years of go fuck yourself. Get another job somewhere else. So let's say you do decide to start making your
I don't
mark
get
in the
that.
job space. By statistics, literally math, there's a 10% return at each phase. 100 applications to get 10 interviews to get 1 job. And in real life, it's drastically skewed.
Wait,
Not in your
what?
application.
100 applications to get 10 interviews to get 1 job. Are you for real? See, this is what makes me glad that I'm in school because it guarantees me a job for something I like. And people like to think that I do streaming. I want streaming as a job. Technically, no. It would be cool. Actually, streaming would be cool as a job, but I want it mostly as a hobby. What I want as a job would be doing music. That's what I want to do, which I'm almost done. I'm almost done with my whole project. Art takes time, bro. I'm over here trying to do masters, right? Trying to redo the masters, see if I need to redo mixing, which I probably don't. I probably don't need to. All right, I just recently redid the masters for my projects. But all I'm saying is that I'm glad that I'm in a school to where I'm guaranteed a job.
To get 10 interviews to get 1 job. And in real life, it's drastically skewed not in your favor. I've applied to some government jobs before. It took 2 months to get a response, another month to get a real person as a contact, another month for a real first interview, and 2 more months for a Zoom interview just to say, we regret to inform you. After my web dev job, I had to go back to my old job, and it took me half a year to find another job. And I had to know someone who knew someone who works there. They just weren't getting the beef from Bezos.
I think Izzy was going through the same thing. Yeah.
Go ahead and kiss me on my hot mouth.
Look at this. Imagine how demoralizing it is to apply to
But no. I'm not gonna lie. Amazon Flex is a very good job. That I will say that Amazon Flex is a very good job. I personally don't like it. All right, I've seen it. But I'm not gonna say it's a bad job though. It's a very good job. Depending on how much you travel. If you like traveling, you might as well just give out some packages.
5,000 jobs with a perfectly curated resume and an application done by AI just to get a .004 return on interviews, not on actual acceptances. At least I wasn't this guy. How many of those 5,000 applications do you think were ghost jobs? Yeah, ghost jobs. Jobs needing to make posts even if they aren't hiring. Like they don't have open positions
Ghost
or
jobs?
open
I never
applications
heard
or
of that.
rolling applications. They just say aren't hiring. Like you think were ghost jobs. Yeah, ghost jobs. Jobs needing to make posts even if they aren't hiring. Like they don't have open positions or open applications or rolling applications. They just say we want to have a ready pool of candidates, so they keep applications coming in when they're not accepting applications. That's like being on a dating app just to window shop and then matching with people to see what it would be like. Then you just leave it up in the air.
Wait, that's a thing? What? Bro, that's a thing? I've never heard of that. That seems so dumb. What the heck?
It's great for the person putting up the front, but for the genuine people who are searching, it's a genuine waste of time. 40% of hiring managers make postings just
What's
to
the
bolster
point?
the company image, and 70% of job listings stay open for more than 30 days. And 10% remain unfilled for over a year. And this is even with the qualified candidates applying en masse with the 50 years of experience at age 5. You have 50 years of experience at age 5, and jobs that are available don't even hire you when you qualify. Back to this government job. Qualified for the position, passed all pre-employment screening, and made it to the final interview. No job. Brother, they walked
No job.
just to Sparta kick my ass right back down. And I understand it's not exactly advantageous to spend a whole bunch of money on training someone
You know
who
what? I
could have
think I'm
spent
gonna
their
stream
own
until 1.
money training themselves in school. But in a lot of cases, they still have to train you because not all companies are the same. It still comes out their pockets, just not as much. So on top of trying to save their pockets by giving you a plastic utensil wage, they also do it by throwing you into the fire with minimal training and just hoping that your experience is enough for you to catch on.
I've noticed that actually. I've noticed that. They will hire you, but won't. But you have, I don't know. You have less experience. I mean, but to be fair, though, I mean, it's better than not having a job. So
like I'm complaining about that part because I can handle it, but not everybody can. I'm just speaking for the people
this does not
right now.
apply
When
to
you
everyone.
get there, you gotta shuck and jive just to not get kicked, even if you do your job perfectly with your minimal training and your 50 years of experience at age 2. As a web dev, I went in there for 3 weeks and did my job description to the letter, dotted my I's, crossed my T's. Keep in mind, I have a crazy resting face, wear a do-rag, and I'm 65% mute. So when I wasn't walking into the building grinning ear to ear, shucking and jiving, even though I worked in a closed office, that was an issue. Despite my skill set and experience, I was still told I was not a good fit for the work environment. And I mention all this to say, if you don't fit your work culture at your establishment, all that work might have been for nothing. You're gonna get chopped during your probationary period. So you do all the 8 years of school, apply to 5,000 jobs, get through 3 interviews, another technical interview, and you get denied. And then when you finally get your job at McDougal's with your doctoral degree at age 6 and 30 years of experience, your hourly rate is enough to afford a double quarter pounder meal with cheese and bacon. And then you get fired because you didn't.
Oh nah. I'm not gonna lie. Why is McDonald's acting like they're like the bougiest like fast food ever? Though let's talk about that, because like McDonald's is not affordable anymore. Think about it. It's not. Everything is like above 10. You're lucky to go to the app and there's a deal. Which to be honest with you, right? Burger King has better deals. I love Burger King deals. If I see a good deal, even if I am getting money, if I see like a good deal, trust and believe I'm using that deal and I'm getting myself a burger. Okay? I don't care how much money I'm getting. I don't care if I was rich, poor, don't care. I'm using that deal. If I can.
Didn't pray to Ronald before salting the fries. Job hunting is fun.
Yikes. You know what? It's funny because I was never that type of person. I was never that type of person to try to get a job. I mean, the one time that I did try to get a job was when was when I was there was like an arcade place in the mall, and I told Zion about it right at the time, and I tried to apply. They didn't hire me. They rejected me, and I thought it was kind of weird because there was only one person working, and 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 the person that owned the place was also renting a children's place right next to it. But that was during COVID, and yeah, they shut down. I need to watch Incredibles again. But nah, that's a good video as well.